Hello everybody and welcome back to another product review. We're doing something a little bit different today if you can't tell. There's a couple of products that I've been reviewing, mainly starter sets, even if you don't want to call it a starter set. And for the most part, there's a couple of these that really hit the mark in certain areas and a couple of these that really fall short in certain areas. And I just want to put them all together, more or less, and bring to you what should be a starter set. And the question happens to be, is this all you need for D&D? And no, I'm sorry, it's not all you need for D&D, especially not if you're trying to teach somebody how to play D&D. So on that note, I want to go ahead and introduce a couple of things that I think would make a perfect starter set. So, out the gate, we're going to start with our Dungeon Tiles Reincarnated Boxes. If you're going to give me a bunch of cardboard, make it useful. So there's a grid on each of these boxes, and that should be able to be a plane and elevation change for any of the maps in this. And yes, I said maps. After that, we always get our dice, but looky here, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sets of dice. That's absolutely miraculous, everybody. And one of these sets should even be a set that's a teacher set. So each one of these sets should be a different color. Kind of like in the Pathfinder starter set, which I really want to review. And if you guys want to see that review, let me know. So something that the Essentials kit did really well, but came up short just a little bit, was including a whole deck of cards of magic items, quests, and NPCs. And if they were going to do something like this, they need to follow the format of side quest decks. We've got Frontier Town NPCs, and there should be quests and magic items included in the specific setting. So each one of these boxes should get a setting specific side quest deck bundle. And in that bundle it would have NPCs, magic items, quests, and a bunch of different picture references for the party to follow. I'll even try to put some up on the screen to be able to show exactly what side quest decks has to offer. And next, everybody, a real Dungeon Master's screen. These things come in some of the more expensive boxes. You get a Dungeon Master screen for 20 or 30 bucks for their box sets. And for just an extra $5 more, these beautifully done Dungeon Master screens are very cheap and very affordable to be able to put in a starter set. And not to mention, this would be the most official thing that you could put in a starter set that will actually make them feel like they've started a hobby and will be happy to keep using those things. Believe it or not, everybody, we've got the cardboard. Yes, I know I've ragged on this cardboard several times, but for me, I would have this cardboard correspond with the cardboard on the outside of the box. So it would have a grid pattern all the way along it to give you a fourth whole dimension to be able to use in your maps and other things. I have been talking about the maps for a little while, and I would love to say that I've got the original poster here for the area of where we're going to be going. That's the Forgotten Realms, close to the town of Phandelver. And that actually might make sense as to why I grabbed the Frontier Town deck for SideQuest X. But not only that, I would love to have a few more things included, like a double-sided map for maybe an area where you could fight the Red Brand Ruffians. Down into the Dungeon Keep, something along the countryside for when you run into your very first encounter, or even the entrance to Craigmaw Cave. All of these things and more should be provided for you with a map or two, and all of these things being double-sided would give you 6 opportunities to have a fully fledged out battle for your party. Now here is something that could be really easy to implement, but a lot of people are miniature purists, so this may or may not go down well, so let's see in the comments. But we've got skinny minis, small miniatures that you could add into your box, and these things actually come on cutouts like these. I don't have any of the cutouts with the miniatures still on them. I just have the bases that are still in cutouts. But it shows just how easy it is to be able to ship and transfer 20 plus on a single sheet on a specific setting. So it would be more than easy to get about 24 of these to really kickstart your adventure. And of course, we're going to go right into the rule book. Now, the most important thing about a rule book and starter set is not everybody has the exact amount of people to be able to play. So if you don't include the sidekick rules as a part of the essentials kit, then there's no point. Including the sidekick rules for the essentials kit, which really only adds a couple of pages max, you're also going to have it just like the Rick and Morty's starter set rulebook. Now, this specific starter set happened to have a great opening for any of the rules. There was little blurbs that would explain things in a different way, so that way it doesn't really feel like you're reading off of a random PDF. This, in conjunction with the Essentials Kit rules, would be the perfect way to teach a new player and actually get them to read the rule book. And, you know, getting yourself to read the rule book too. And you might have already guessed, but we will be doing the Lost Mines of Phandelver Journey. Now, this one is a fan favorite, and it's also getting an expansion soon. So this is the reason why I would definitely pick this one. But I do want to give a couple of honorable mentions to the Dosi starter set as well, because it featured cartoon characters from a classic D&D cartoon show, and I feel like that should be your pre-made characters. Now, hear me out, everybody. As far as pre-made characters go, you don't need them. You should probably make your own characters when you play Dungeons & Dragons for any normal situation. But this isn't exactly a normal situation, is it, everybody? So, we should have a couple of really stylized and cool pre-made characters, kind of like the Rick and Morty starter set did, but really cool and stylized pre-made characters of the cartoon characters in the Lost Mines of Phandelver setting. That would be the coolest way that they could capitalize on all of their gotcha points for any of these essential and starter kits. And of course, I'm not just gonna give you pre-made characters in this, because you need your own blank character sheets. So once you play through the cartoon starter set, you might want to see what it's like exactly to go through it, customized as possible. So that's why I'll give you a couple of new character sheets to run through. And last but not least, we've got the floppy paper. These are the obligatory missed opportunity, but not here, not today. This is going to be linking to a relevant product, much like the next expansion to the Lost Mines of Phandelver. And if we were going to have it linking to another product... Alright, the train's gone. So as I was saying, this is not going to be our missed opportunity. On the other side of the advertisement for the link to the next product that would be available to this product as an extension, we would also have a coupon on the back for D&D Beyond online assets. Not to mention a free giveaway that you'd be able to enter in, probably monthly, for some new skins. As well as, that's right, a skin and dice set that's compatible for D&D Beyond with our brand new Lost Mines of Phandelver adventure. And you might be asking yourself, everybody, so what is that, like $150? No, it's not even like half of that. To be honest, guys, aftermarket price for me, I've even done the calculations here, it's about $60, aftermarket price, mind you, for all of these products to be conglomerated together. And aftermarket price is so much more than what Wizards of the Coast would be able to produce this product for. They would be able to make it for about $30, and they could even sell it for like 40, 50, 60 bucks maybe. I'm just saying, these $20 to $30 gotchas aren't necessarily what's necessary to start a game. If you did get something like this to be able to build onto, it would be so much better. And in my opinion, everybody, I think it's a good way to start your adventure. Not to mention Wizards of the Coast has basically set fire to their recent community. So if there's somebody who is going to step up in the starter set game, this is exactly how you should do it with a new blueprint. So that's my 2 cents, everybody. Oh, I did want to say, if you like this shirt, link in the description for where you can find it, and I will see you guys later. And you better betcha we're gonna do one more opening of these big old boxes. We've got a couple more boxes and we're gonna do it for every product review, so let's get to it. This is actually really cool, everybody. I've almost completed the 4 elements and we've got an air elemental. After that, a skulk. I've never really seen a skulk, but apparently it's see-through. Apparently no one ever has seen a skulk if it's see-through. After that, it almost seems like we're going through a set. All of these are air-related or somewhat corporeal, along with this right here. This one right here, the Vampiric Mist. Very crazy. And one more kobold that we're going to be able to add into our collection, the Kobold Inventor. And I am trying my best to get these close-ups to be as good as they can be, everybody. If you have any tips for how I might be able to make my white box any better, or these just straight-up close-ups like this any better, leave it down in the comments. I would literally love to hear it. But until next time, guys, I'll see you later. Have it linking to another product. We would also have